Good morning, students, and welcome back once again. And myself, Shumidon sir. And again, we are back today with geography map pointing class. So, student, I hope that all you are practicing the map which I have given you as worksheet or for practice, as well as you have watched my last video on map pointing. So previously whatever we have done, that is the river system in India, I hope all of you have practiced from there. So today we are back again with one new topic, that is important mountain ranges and hills in India. So you know that India is a vast country with varied physical divisions. So we have rivers, mountain, plains, plateaus, desert, islands. So today we will go with the important mountain ranges and hills which are present in India. So let's see what are the syllabus and what we have to practice. Important mountain ranges and hills in India. So there are several big and small mountain ranges and hills. So we have selected few of the important mountain ranges and hills for our practice on this video. So the first one is the Himalayas. The Himalayan mountain range. There are three parallel ranges of Himalaya that I have given in bracket, that is Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. Next is the Karakoram range, then the Vindhya range, the Satpura range, the Aravalli range, the Western Ghat, the Eastern Ghat and the Nilgiri hills. Here you can see the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. These are also the mountain ranges. Okay, in South India, the mountain ranges, these two mountain ranges are also called the Ghats. So don't be confused, student. Now let's see how we will practice in our map. See, this is a blank map. This type of blank map you will get in your examination, and this type of map also you will select for your practice. It is a state divided Indian outline map. Okay, and from here you have to practice. You can color the mountain range with brown. So the brown color you can use pencil color for map pointing. Okay, and for writing on the map you can use pencil or you can write with pen. So try to use other light colors if you have to shade the other parts, but the mountain range it is better to color with brown. So this type of map you will get in your examination. If you have the map with you now, take it out and take out the color pencil also, and accordingly what I am telling or showing in this video, you just practice it. You watch it properly, then one by one you will practice it. First of all, with seeing you will practice, then without seeing you will try to practice over here. So you see, here is a map I have given, and I have also pointed out according to the syllabus which I have given on the second slide. So how you will mark it. So let us zoom this map so it will be easier for us to see whatever it is present. These are the mountain ranges. So see, first one is on the north, there is Karakoram range, this range. Okay, it lies now, it is in Ladakh. Previously it was in Jammu and Kashmir, but now the state is divided into two union territories, that is Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh. So this range is present in Ladakh now. It is the Karakoram range. Okay, and it is also the northernmost range of India. So you will write over here, you will mark it like this color. You can draw a bold line on the map and you can do these mountain ranges. So don't be confused between the peaks and mountain ranges. Okay, several students are confused with the peaks and mountain ranges is a chain of mountain, and among the chain of mountain there can be several other peaks. Okay, so you have heard about the peak of K2 or Gordon Austin, which is the highest peak in India. Okay, at present, because this part is located in India and all of you know the highest peak of the world is Mount Everest, but Mount Everest is not present in India. It is on Himalayan range, but it is in Nepal. So as per, we can say that in Karakoram range, Godwin Austen is the highest peak of India. Okay, so now we have already told about the Himalayas. The Himalayan range are divided into three parallel ranges. From the north, it is the Greater Himalayas. It is a arc-shaped mountain ranges which is covering almost the northern part of our country. So this mountain range, the northern part, is called the Greater Himalaya or Himadri. It can also be known as the Inner Himalaya. Okay, so this is the mountain range of Himalaya. One part, it is the Greater Himalaya. The second is the Middle Himalaya or Himachal. This one also lies parallel to Greater Himalaya. This is the Himachal mountain range. It is also called Middle Himalaya or Himachal or the Lesser Himalaya. And the third one is the Outer Himalaya or Shivalik. Okay, so this is Outer Himalaya. It also lies parallel to the Middle Himalayas. This Himalayan range is called the Outer Himalaya. Here I have written it Outer Himalaya or Shivalik. Okay, Shivalik range. So these are the three parallel ranges of Himalaya. These are very important and one of the important mountain chain of the world. Important mountain ranges of the world. And in Greater Himalaya, over here in Indo-Nepal border, over here Mount Everest is located, which is called the highest peak of the world. Okay, Mount Everest is the highest peak of the world, but don't be confused because it is not the highest peak of India, because at present Mount Everest is present in Nepal. Okay, and so Mount Everest is the highest peak of the world, which is present on Greater Himalaya or Himadri range. Second highest is the Godwin Austen or K2, which is present in the Karakoram range, and third highest is Kanchenjunga. This Kanchenjunga is the third highest peak of the world and the second highest peak of Himalaya, and it is present in India. Okay, so on another video I will show you about the important peaks of our country. Over there I will discuss or elaborate it. Okay, so next range you can see we have told Aravalli range. It is present in Rajasthan. Okay, so this range is the Aravalli range. It is also one of the oldest range of India. Okay, it is much more older than these Himalayan ranges. It is one of the oldest range not only in India as well as one of the oldest range of the world. It is Aravalli, present in Rajasthan. Okay, and just on the western part of Aravalli there is Thar Desert. So this is also very important ranges. The next one is the Vindhya range. This is the Vindhya range located in the central part of our country. Vindhya range and Satpura range both are located in the states of Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh maximum part, and this Vindhya and Satpura range, it is separating the northern Indian part from the peninsular southern Indian part. So this range is called the Vindhya range. I have written the name, and this range is called the Satpura range. Over here it is written, so you should see it properly and recognize it properly, and when you will point it on the map, don't be confused. Now let's go to the South Indian part. You can see one of the important range along the Arabian Sea is the Western Ghat. So this elongated mountain range is called the Western Ghat. It is one of the most important mountain ranges of South India or peninsular India. It is entirely blocking the southwestern part of India, and it is also very much helpful in blocking the monsoon rain from Arabian Sea. From Arabian Sea the monsoon rain is entering in India, and it is blocking the monsoon rain and it gives huge rainfall in the western part of this mountain. Okay, so it is also an important range. It is the mountain range and it is known as the Western Ghat. Now, in the eastern part of South India, okay, along the Bay of Bengal, here is Bay of Bengal. So, along Bay of Bengal in South India, Eastern Ghat mountain is located. I make it broken over here, not a continuous, because it has been dissected by rivers. You have learned about the rivers in the last video. So all the rivers, that is Godavari, then Krishna, Kaveri, from here, all this mountain range originates from Western Ghat and they start to move towards the Bay of Bengal. So Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, so they are originating from these mountain ranges. I have told you on the last video. So this mountain range is very important. Okay, and it is dissected because it is dissected by the river Godavari and Krishna. That's why in this part I have given a dissection mark. So it is the Eastern Ghat mountain range in South India. And here on another hill I have also shown, it is the Nilgiri hill. It is a famous hill, okay, and very much famous for tea cultivation. It is present in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Okay, so this is a hill, that is the Nilgiri hill. There are also several other small hills in our country, but we have not shown this in this video. We will discuss it about when we will make another video or when I will take another class on this map pointing mountain ranges and hills. So these mountain ranges and the hills which I have shown in the map, you should practice. First of all, watch this video minutely, then you can see this map and you can practice it accordingly. If you have any other alternative source from internet or from atlas book, you can also practice from there, but try to locate it in correct place. So these are the things that you will practice. Now I have set one questionnaire or few question related to it. So this question you will try to do it or practice it. So map question to be practiced. First one, you see the Karakoram range. Just now I have shown it. Here is the Karakoram range. So from here you can directly mark it over there. Okay. Next is the hill Nilgiri hills. Mark the Nilgiri hills just now, which I have shown at last in South India. Here is the Nilgiri hills. Next, name the southernmost range of Himalaya. So it is a tricky question. Okay, southernmost range means there are three parallel ranges of Himalaya. This is the northernmost, Greater Himalaya. This is the Middle Himalaya, and this is the Shivalik or Outer Himalaya. So among these three Himalayan ranges, this Shivalik is the southernmost range of Himalaya. I have told southernmost range of Himalaya. So southernmost range of Himalaya means among these three range you have to mark it Shivalik. Okay, so that's why I have given this question. Next one, you can see, locate a range that separate North India from South India. North India and South India, two ranges are there, Vindhya range and Satpura range. Any of the range you can locate. So this part is the northern Indian part, this part is the southern Indian part. So this range separates North India from South India. So either you can mark Vindhya or Satpura, both are correct. Okay. Next one, mark the Aravalli range. Just now I have shown this is the Aravalli range, so you should mark it. Okay, you can use color. Mark and locate Himadri. Himadri is the middle one. These ranges, the middle one is the Himadri. Okay, so I have directly given this question Himadri. So mark it, this range. Oh, sorry, this is Himachal. I am extremely sorry. It is, I have told Himadri. So Greater Himalaya, or this one, the northernmost part, it is the Himadri. I am extremely sorry for my mistake. Okay. And next is the mountain range lies along Bay of Bengal in South India. So which mountain range lies along Bay of Bengal? So this is Bay of Bengal in South India. Okay, so this mountain range, Eastern Ghat, in the eastern part along Bay of Bengal Bay of Bengal Sea, this range is located. Okay, so these are the important mountain ranges of our country. So now it is your duty to go through these questionnaires and practice accordingly. First of all, you will practice all the mountain ranges which I have given. Then you will also practice these questions. So these are some types of question. The question can come in different way also. Okay, because few of the question I have given direct, few of question I have given indirectly. Suppose question number 4 or 5 or like that. So you can do it or practice it properly, and you can send it to me as for checking. Okay, and my mail id, if you have, and if you don't have, just note it down. My name Shomiran Mojumdar @gmail.com. Shomiran Mojumdar @gmail.com. So in this mail id you can send me whatever you have practiced. Okay, so student, I hope that you will go according to my instruction, what I have given, what I have shown you in this map, and you will practice it. And along with this one, you will also practice the previous maps also, because maps are very important. And India, as we are living in this country, it is very much important for us to know about our country properly, about the states, about the rivers, about the mountains, plains, plateau, every physiographic division. It is required to understood and to keep it in our memory. So you can do it only by practicing. Okay, so today up to this much, and again we will meet with some new video episodes on different topics. But before that, make it sure that you should practice this properly, and I will also give some worksheet on the map, and you should practice it. So if you have the blank map, you take it out and you start to practice from now. So thank you all and have a nice day.